Come tua transformative journey inspired by the wisdom of monks. In this video we'll explore ancient teachings can help us find pace purpose and clarity in our modern lives. Whether you're seeking calm meaning or a new perspective your interior place. We'll start by understanding we thinking like a monk is so powerful and no one no matter their background can adopt this mindset. Ready to discover practical steps anti. Mente author attended a talk by a monk expecting little. Instead, he was captivated by the monk's charisma and message of selfless sacrifice. The monk, a top student at IT Bombay, had given up everything for a life of service and inner pace. This encounter challenged the author's ideas of success and happiness, showing that true fulfillment may come from letting go, not accumulating more. It sparked a desire to learn from. Modern science confirms what monks have practiced for centuries. Studies of monks like Yonge Mingyur Rinpoche and Matteo Ricard reveal extraordinary brain activity during meditation, linked to happiness, memory, and youthfulness. These findings show that the monk mindset isn't just spiritual, it's backed by neuroscience. Monks can enter the status of calm and focus instantly, and their brains age more slowly. This evidence suggests that unione can be. Monks are experts in mastering the mind. They withstand temptations, manage pain and anxiety, and build lives full of meaning. Their calm isn't just due to piaceful surroundings, it's a result of deliberate practice and mindset. Many monks come from diverse backgrounds, scientists, musicians, business professionals. Their transformation proves that unione can cultivate a monk mindset. You don't need to live in an ashram, you just need to adopt new. Author Sompat wasn't always monk-like. Growing up in London, he faced challenges, made mistakes and struggled with direction. But exposure to new ideas and the discipline of monk life gradually shifted his values. He began to seek meaning beyond material success, immersing himself in ancient texts and service. This journey shows that growth is possible for anyone willing to question their assumptions and embrace new values. Monks traonte Vedas and the Bhagavad Gita, texts filled with timeless advice on forgiveness, purpose and living with intention. These teachings thousands of years old remain relevant today. They remind us that human nature hasn't changed much and that the search for meaning is universal. The Bhagavad Gita, for example, offers guidance not just for monks but for anyone seeking clarity and purpose in life. Despite advances in technology and lifestyle, our core struggles finding happiness, dealing with stress and seeking purpose remain the same. Monk teachings about gratitude, service and mindfulness are not supported by scientific research. These practices, once considered spiritual, are not recognized as essential for well-being. The author's mission is to share these lessons in a way that's accessible and practical for everyone. After years as a monk, the authors take encouraged him to leave the ashram and share what he learned. Applying monk wisdom outside the monastery became the ultimate test. Living in a busy materialistic city, he found that the monk mindset still brought pace and clarity. This experience proves that ancient wisdom is not just for secluded monks, it's for anyone anywhere seeking a better life. Our minds can either elevate or drag us down. The monk mind is restless, distracted and driven by short-term gratification. In contrast, the monk mind is focused, disciplined and seeks long-term meaning. By shifting from monk to monk mind, we gain clarity, purpose and resilience. This transformation is possible for anyone willing to dig deeper and act with intention. One of the first lessons monks learn is the importance of breath. Breath is the constant companion from birth to death, and it reflects our emotional state. By learning to control and observe our breath, we can navigate stranger and any situation life throws at us. This simple practice is foundational to the monk mindset and accessible to everyone. Journey to a monk mindset involves 3 stages: let go, grow and give. First, we let go of external influences and internal obstacles. Next, we grow by making intentional decisions and reshaping our lives. Finally, we give expanding our gratitude, deepening relationships and serving others. Each stage builds on the last, adding to a life of meaning and fulfillment. Monks use 3 main types of meditation: breathwork, visualization and sound. Breathwork calms and balances the body, visualization helps and prepares the mind, and chanting connects us to our deepest self. You don't have to meditate to benefit from monk wisdom, but these practices can sharpen your tools for self-awareness and growth. Our sense of self is often shaped by what we think others think of us. We play different roles at work, with friends and online, sometimes losing sight of our true self. The first step to monk thinking is to clear away these layers and discover who we really are. This means questioning the values and expectations we've inherited from family, culture and media. Imagine your identity as a mirror covered in dust. The dust represents external influences and distractions that obscure your true self. Only by clearing away this dust, sometimes an uncomfortable approach, can you see your real reflection. This metaphor, drawn from monk teachings, reminds us that self-discovery requires effort and honesty. Always are the principles that guide our actions and decisions. They are like an ethical GPS, helping us navigate life's choices. But most of us inherit values from parents, school, and media without questioning them. To live authentically, we must identify which values truly resonate with us and which are just dust on the mirror. Our values are shaped by our upbringing, education, and the media we consume. Parents and teachers influence what we see as important, often unconsciously. Media and culture bombard us with ideas about success, beauty, and happiness. To think like a monk, we must reflect on these influences and decide which values we want to keep. What we watch, read, and listen to shapes our means and values, social media news and entertainment can fill us with envy, judgment, and discontent. By becoming aware of these influences, we can choose what we allow into our means and curate our values more intentionally. Our actions reveal our true values. By auditing how we spend our time, what media we consume, and where we spend money, we can say what really matters to us. If our actions don't align with our stated values, it's time for self-examination and adjustment. After auditing, decide which values you want to keep and which to let go. Monks distinguish between higher values like compassion, integrity, and gratitude, and lower values such as greed and envy. By consciously choosing higher values, we elevate our lives and find deeper fulfillment. Letting go is a natural part of life. Just as trees shed leaves and animals shed skin, we must release old ideas, possessions, and relationships that no longer serve us. This creates space for growth and stillness. Letting go isn't law, it's a step toward renewal and clarity. Very choice we make is driven by our values, whether we realize it or not. By pausing to consider the value behind each decision, big or small, we become more intentional and authentic. Over time, this habit leads to greater alignment between our actions and our true selves. External opinions, expectations, and obligations, what monks call oil, can cloud our judgment. By filtering these out, we set the world more clearly and make choices that reflect our own values. This doesn't mean shooting out others, but learning to discern which influences truly serve us. Surrounding yourself with people who share your values is key to growth. Communities can uplift or drag us down. By choosing relationships that align with our goals and values, we create an environment that supports our best selves. Happiness and even depression can be contagious, choose your circle wisely. Negativity is everywhere, complaining, criticizing, comparing. Monks learn to spot these habits and replace them with positive actions. By becoming aware of our own negative tendencies, we can break the cycle and cultivate amore positive, piaceful means. We all encounter complainers, critics, controllers, and competitors. Recognizing these patterns helps us respond wisely. Instead of judging, monks recommend understanding the root causes of negativity and choosing how much time and energy to invest in each relationship. Monks approach negativity with awareness and detachment. By stepping back emotionally, we can observe situations objectively and avoid being drawn into drama. Strategies include limiting time with negative people, seeking uplifting company, and focusing on our own growth. To break negative habits, monks use the method spot, stop, swap. First, become aware of negative thoughts or behaviors. Next, pause and reflect on their origins. Finally, replace them with positive alternatives. This simple process helps purify the mind and build healthier patterns. Envian and generare natural but destructive emotions. Monks teach that recognizing these feelings is the first step to transforming them. By practicing forgiveness and wishing others well, we free ourselves from the burden of negativity and open up to greater pace and happiness. Forgiveness isn't just about others, it's about freeing yourself from anger and pain. Monks practice transformational forgiveness, letting go without expecting anything in return. This process brings emotional and even physical benefits, improving relationships and overall well-being. Fear is a universal experience, but it doesn't have to control us. Monks teach that fear is a signal, not an enemy. By examining our fears deeply, we can understand their roots and use them as motivation for growth. Facing fear with awareness transforms it from a barrier into a attacker.